And just like that, Jets OTAs is done. Next up, we got minicamp next week, which is mandatory. But in this video, I'm going to break down the final week of New York Jets OTAs. This was the third and final week. Let's talk about all the latest storylines, trends, and news coming out of OTAs regarding the New York Jets. Make sure you guys hit the like button on your way into the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And feel free to comment down below your thoughts of the New York Jets at OTAs. Love hearing from Jets fans down below in the comment section. As always, before we get into it, we got some big NFL news that came out this week of Aaron Rodgers signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The reason why that is relevant is, of course, because the New York Jets are opening the season against the Steelers. And as you guys know, Jets Media Day 2025 tickets are on sale right now, and it is Jets vs. Steelers. If you guys want to come to a Jets game this year, I highly recommend coming through to Jets Media Day, our 4th annual event, folks. It's going to be an awesome, ultimate Jets game day experience. Tailgate party by Gotham City Crew, food, drinks, live DJ. We get to go onto the field after the game. Link in the description, folks, to sign up and get your tickets for Jets Media Day, Jets vs. Steelers today. Now, let's get into some OTAs and what we learned from the New York Jets in their final week of practice. Now, I do want to start off with Justin Fields. He is going to be the storyline of this football team pretty much the entire season because, of course, he's the quarterback, and he's a brand new quarterback, that is. And the overall consensus around Justin Fields, I mean, if you watch every single video I've made of OTAs, if you go look up all the articles from the Jets beat writers, and you just type in Justin Fields Jets OTAs, there's nothing but positive things coming out about Justin Fields. Now, of course, we have to wait for the pads to come on where he has live pressure and all that type of stuff, but nothing but good things coming out about Justin Fields at OTAs, and that's obviously a positive. Does that guarantee he's going to break out with the Jets? No, it does not, but it's promising here that OTAs is all about timing and accuracy because you're not really going through progressions. There's not live pressure. So when you're a quarterback, it's all about mentally downloading the playbook, being able to process, where the receivers are trying to go, and being accurate because you're playing 7-on-7. Of course, they do 11-on-11, but the live pass rush isn't as legit without pads. And he's showing that he has accuracy. He's got poise. He's got athleticism. He's got all the things you need to be an NFL starting quarterback. He was a first-round pick for a reason. So you go to OTAs, you see him with your own eyes, according to all these Jets beat reporters. He's definitely impressing, and I think that's going to be interesting to see how he looks at minicamp next week, and then more importantly, training camp and during the regular season. Is Justin Fields going to have a career season with this New York Jets team? Tanner Engstrand is installing a brand new offense that's going to be all about Justin Fields, tailored to his strengths, and really trying to optimize what he did so well at Ohio State and how he can implement that with this New York Jets football team. He's got a new level of confidence, Justin Fields, and he has a real opportunity to prove to be a starting quarterback in this league for the long term with this Jets football team. And the best thing about, if you're Justin Fields to be excited about, is this team really believes in him, man. Aaron Glenn has genuine confidence. Darren Muji, the Jets GM, the ownership. It's really important when you have a journeyman quarterback like Justin Fields, where he doesn't really have a permanent home just yet, to go into an organization for the first time like the Jets and to be welcomed with open arms and telling him, hey, we believe in you, we trust in you, we're going to build around you, and give him a system in order to succeed. So I'm excited to see what he looks like with his first year with the Jets. Now, connecting this to the staying with the offense here, the number 2 receiver position has been a storyline throughout the entire OTAs. Garrett Wilson has been fantastic. He's been the star that we expect, making highlight plays after highlight plays. He's going to lead the Jets in every single receiver category. But the big question is, who's going to be the number 2 receiver? Right? I think Mason Taylor has emerged as a legit option for that role. And when I say number 2 receiver, it doesn't have to be receiver. It could be a tight end. But I talk about the veterans of Allen Lazard, Josh Reynolds. I do expect them both to be utilized in this offense. But the young guys, like Xavier Gibson, has been all over the place and making plays, changing his number to number 3, legit slot weapon. Malachi Corley, now he's banged up. Is he going to get utilized? It seems like his role with this offense, according to Aaron Glenn, is just going to be screen passes and returning punt and kicks. I don't really see a lot from Malachi Corley in terms of being able to expand his route tree in the NFL just yet. Arian Smith, he's been looking pretty good at OTAs, but if you're speedy, you're definitely going to thrive at OTAs. The question is, what's Arian Smith going to look like when the pads go on, when there's actual physicality involved in the sport? Because you can look good at OTAs, like Coach calls it, underwear, but when you put the pads on, it's a different world. So I'm really excited to see that. Tyler Johnson is the low-key guy I feel like not a lot of people are talking about that could emerge as a legit weapon in this offense, because when you look at Garrett Wilson and everybody else next to him, I think it's any receivers opportunity to be that number 2, number 3 receiver. And I like Tyler Johnson. I think he's young. He's trying to find a home. He's trying to take advantage of an opportunity here. And I really do believe he has an opportunity to be a legit weapon on this team. I'm not saying he's going to be elite and put up like 1,000 yards or anything like that, but I'm excited to see Tyler Johnson. That's one free agent acquisition that I feel like is under the radar for this Jets team. And when it comes to the running back position, I mean, Braylon Allen looks like an absolute beast getting into year number 2. Breece Hall is catching passes, and I really hope that the Jets utilize Breece Hall as a weapon out of the backfield in the receiving game, not just a running back. Isaiah Davis is making plays. Donovan Edwards, the undrafted free agent from Michigan, has been making plays. So I really do think that Justin Fields has all the weapons around him he needs in order to succeed, and not to mention the offensive line has been looking pretty good. You can't really evaluate the offensive line in OTAs just yet because when the pads go on, that's when it's going to really matter. Now, switching over to the defense, this is what I want to talk about. Quincy Williams and Aaron Glenn had a one-on-one conversation for over an hour, and I think this is important to bring up in this video because it tells you the type of coach Aaron Glenn is. So Aaron Glenn is basically challenging Quincy Williams to improve his game and to become a leader on this defense. And the way he did that is Aaron Glenn pulled Quincy into his office and told him, you're really good at all these things, but there's still some stuff that I want you to work on to improve your game. And Quincy Williams talked to the media, and he's like, Aaron Glenn is real as you can get. And these players want to get coached up like that. Aaron Glenn is not afraid to talk to a guy like Quincy Williams, who's obviously established and a very good football player, and tell him where he can get better. And I think that the real approach of Aaron Glenn is refreshing, right? I feel like the dynamic with Saleh and the players was not that. Saleh felt like he was such a nice guy where he was scared to bring up the truth and scared to bring up the dark side of improvement. Like, you got to be real. Like Justin Fields said after practice once, Aaron Glenn called out the entire team of saying that's not how we operate, calling out individuals, calling out good players and bad players. So the realism is there for Aaron Glenn, and I think that is a gigantic part of his culture that he's trying to implement here, is if he's going up to his players, even if you're the best on the team, there's still some parts of your game you can improve, and I'm really excited to see how that continues. And I feel like the overall dynamic of this New York Jets football team is the main topic of it for me is that we had 100% attendance. Not every single practice was 100%, but for the majority, we've had multiple practices with everybody showing up, and that tells you that this football team is buying into the system of Aaron Glenn. We are moving in silence, like Aaron Glenn likes to call it, and I think overall it's been a positive for OTAs. Another good news is no injuries besides like a little one to Malachi Corley, but outside of that, you know, there's some bad injuries that happen around the league at OTAs. And remember, the Jets lost Chuck Clark 2 years ago to an ACL for the season in OTA. So it's good news that we got through that with the full clean bill of health, because that's always important to note here. And the last thing I want to say regarding OTAs that I took away from is, of course, the rookie class of 2025. Azareye'h Thomas is taking opportunities of being a starter in this defense already and locking up Garrett Wilson on certain reps. We're seeing Mason Taylor get multiple touchdowns and absolutely unlock his game as a tight end that I'm expecting to be good. Malachi Moore is making plays early. I mean, even Barron, our final pick in this draft, is looking great. The Miami defensive end. Armand Membu plugging at right tackle. So I'm excited to see what this rookie class looks like. That's my thoughts about week 3 of Jets OTAs. I'm really excited to see what this team looks like. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section of what I did not talk about in this video, because I feel like there's a lot to break down regarding this New York Jets team. That's going to wrap up this video. Love you guys so much, and hit that like button, and let's go Jets. Peace out.